An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So LSU's offense will go to work first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And they swarm him under.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Cuts it upfield. It's Levis. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he avoids the sack.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the big fella. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison.
Right down the middle. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown Canes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his target down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. Turns it upfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU. You take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, it's Levis. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown LSU.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Snags it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
The quick passing game does several things. One, pass rush gets you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down immediately. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Levis. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Jackson gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. And that time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it.
Very rarely play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. On the move, it's Levis. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to get rid of it, and he gets rid of it.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he could do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. He's going to run it. There he goes. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
LSU lining up 1st and goal.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's Tootin. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. From the gun. Under pressure. It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, pressure's coming. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let...
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game. And just
intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Quickly out to the tight end. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. 2nd down to the air. Takes a shot at the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 5 team, the Utah Utes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that.
What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. Instead, gives up the big safety.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense working from the pistol. The lone back's got it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right side, it's late. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up the few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now.
It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. And he passes on the touch, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage in second and goal. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the point.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Got his man downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Red pass, it's complete. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Tootin. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Man, what a play by the wide receiver, just holding on to that football. That was a massive hit given to him by the defense, and you know when you're going to go over the field, there's a chance that happens. You're going to get hit anyway. You might as well make the catch. That was a tremendous job by the receiver.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Smashes ahead. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Jackson gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Wants to throw again. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bought a little time, lets it go. Reels it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Past the 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Jackson will throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. On the move. Fires deep toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but